Okay, so you're out on my morning walk with me and Gracie. And it's beautiful here and peaceful and calm. There's a plane going overhead. But I'm walking and I'm praying for those who are in the Ukraine today. My heart is really heavy for them. I know of several YWAM missionaries that are there and some that are trying to get out along with fellow Ukrainians, and it's rough. There are a lot of people on the road right now. And I was thinking about Psalm 91:1, those who dwell in the shelter of the Most High. Now, the thing about dwelling is it gives the meaning of staying put. And there are many people on the run right now. So the question begs asking, how can you stay put and be on the run? And I think the truth of the scenario is you stay put by staying anchored in the Lord. I'm on the road right now, living out of a trailer, which is quite the experience. So I have wheels on my home. So I'm on the run. But the truth of the matter is, when I tell Gracie, let's go home, and she knows the word home, she learned that pretty quick after being rescued from a puppy mill, that home meant a safe place to dwell, a place where she would be with her master. And so even when I say go home now to the trailer, she knows that doorstep is the safe place to dwell with her master. So I'm recording this thinking of those who are on the run today, who are on the road. May you dwell in the shelter of the Most High. Rest in the shelter of the Most High. I was talking to somebody yesterday about the redwoods here. California is known for their redwoods. And I used to live amidst a bunch of sequoia redwoods, which are majestic trees. They're absolutely gorgeous. But what makes them so incredibly strong and majestic is the fact that as tall as they are, their roots go out that far in the ground. Yeah, their root system goes out as far as the height of the tree, which means they are well grounded. So they dwell solidly in the soil. So Psalm 91 says, those who dwell in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. They're not going to toss and turn. They're not going to wrangle with or wrestle with. I like the way Corrie ten Boom used to say it. We gotta nestle, not wrestle. So those who dwell, stay put, planted in the shelter of the Most High God, will rest, will nestle in the shadow of the Almighty. Now, the incredible thing about that line, too, is the shadow. As you can tell, I'm walking in the morning sunlight, and so I have shadows on my face. Shadows can be cast a long way. A few years ago, I remember, hold on, Gracie, she get me tangled. A number of years ago, I remember I lived behind a wildlife reservoir. And I had a cat named Scooter. And Scooter was kind of old. He was big and probably about 20 pounds. That's a big cat. And he was sitting out on his leash one day. He had a leash out in the driveway. And we were right on the other side of the wildlife reservoir. And a big wildcat came up and was growling at him. I heard this sound of a growling cat, and I looked out. I stepped out and stood behind Scooter. As soon as the other cat saw me, he took off running. Now, Scooter was unaware that I was right behind him, but my shadow cast a long shadow because I was standing right behind him. And that was enough to scare off his enemy. So those who dwell in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. good news for those of us on the go.